Okay. Hey devs, this is Marcus, Dev Relations at Edge and Node, working on building the graph every day. So I've been building subgraphs and substreams for a while now, and I found myself using a little tool out there that was in the ecosystem called Miniscan. And this is the open source code, and it was multi-chain. It was awesome. Unfortunately, the website itself is temporarily paused. So any devs out there that want to keep on going, essentially, Miniscan allowed devs to have an idea of what a smart contract was doing without having to fully index it and do it pretty rapidly. I liked it. I didn't love it. I thought there could be improvements in that I wanted to be a CLI tool. So I developed a little version of this inspired by Miniscan and called Cana. So yes, Contract Analyzer, the Smart Contract Analysis CLI. So instead of talking all about this, you are free to read this all you want. The code is open source. It is being pulled into the GitHub, the Graph Protocol docs as we speak. And so let's just go through a quick installation and how to use it. So we'll go here, and I was testing it before this. Let's clear and list anything in here. No, and let's actually create a new tab just for the sake of refreshing. And Cana version, what do we got? 1.1.6, which is good. And that is the most recent version that hopefully won't bug out here on the live demo. So what do we want to do with Cana? Well, so far, Cana, what it can do, we'll go to the help, and we can analyze smart contracts on Ethereum and, of course, any other EVM-compatible blockchains. All that's required is an API key for Etherscan or any of the block scanners that are out there. And then also you'll need the block scanner's API endpoint. So those are the two things you need. You don't need ethers. You don't need to make calls to an RPC. It's just strictly through block scanners. So if you get this set up, what we'll do here is just run the setup command. Essentially, when you just get it first, you're going to want to configure your chains and API keys initially. And let's just double check here on the code. Do we have config? Let me clear out config.json so we have a blank right there, and we'll save it. And so now this Cana thinks that we do not have any information right now in our API keys or our URL, and that's really nice. This information is saved at your, not your root, but your user folder on your computer, and we'll let it do that and build with that. So Cana set up. All right, so setting up Cana. Chain configuration initialized, and configuration will be stored at this location, and that is we can go into that a little bit later if we need to. But do we want to add a new chain now? So yes, we do. Let's go ahead and dive in. Chain name Ethereum mainnet. Let's just go with that, and then Ethereum mainnet block scanner API key. So what I'll do is we'll go ahead and get that API key right here. I'll block this out from the video. Where is it? Here we go, API dashboard, and there's API keys, and we'll just drop it right in. Awesome. And the API endpoint. So you'll go to Etherscan API endpoint, and this is going for mainnet, and we just get that, and we just drop it in to the endpoint. Very nice. Block Explorer name. This is going to be Etherscan. Awesome. So we've set it up. We have an available chain, Ethereum mainnet, also known as Ethereum, and we switched to it as our selected chain within our CLI. And right now, if we were to run our CLI right now, let's do Cana chains, so we can see there's just one chain available, Ethereum, and that is the only one we've set up. Any other EVM chains will work with this, but just for the sake of this demo, we'll just keep on going. It's selected right now, so we don't have to select it every single time. We could just do Cana analyze, which is -A, and then let's find let's go to Etherscan. Etherscan.io. I always go to CryptoPunks because that is the always demo that I always do. CryptoPunks. There we are. And there it is. Always ends in the BBB. There we go. And we just drop it in there. Cana analyze, drop in the smart contract address, and there we go. So A little bug there. Cana-A is not working right now, but Cana Analyze is, and I'll fix that later. But live demo, that's okay. So essentially what this does is it uses the block scanner's API and some of the calls, and it gets information that might be helpful for you in the terminal. And you can look, this is the address, the name of the smart contract is pulled in, the deployment block, is it verified, is it a proxy? And we have some links here if we need, that's nice. And then it has all the different events and the event signatures, which is really nice to have. If that's not enough, we could always do more. So let's go into the actual Cana demo code here and look to see the contracts analyzed. It actually pulls in the full contract source code as well. If you really want to get into it, it also pulls in the full ABI if you want to get into it. And then also it not only just gets the event signatures, but it gets a few example events. And that's pretty cool. So we have some event signatures here, and it actually shows the information coming in. And that's really, there we go, event examples. So it's not just the signatures, but the event examples too. So as you can see in the live demo, there's a little bug right there with a flag of A, but just use Cana Analyze for now until I fix that. But right now, this is operational. I'm really happy with it. And we have all of this. It works for verified, unverified, as well as proxy smart contracts. And let's see if this works. I've been working on this for a little bit. Let's do Cana Analyze, and I'll blur all this out because this has a lot of information here, but that's okay. I want this proxy. This is a proxy smart contract that I found on Ethereum. And let's see if it does this correctly. Cool. Gets all this information and it's pulling it in from Etherscan. And once hopefully this runs and finishes all the way through, we will be able to see that there's multiple contracts analyzed. It's pulling in the contracts chunk. Come on. Don't hang up on me live. It's fine. We'll try again. Let's clear and analyze. Here we go. Boom, boom. All right, seems like Blackboard is not responding right now. Interesting. Here we go. Here we go. It's coming in. It's just a little delay. Very nice. Okay, cool. So now we have multiple contracts we analyzed. We analyzed, this is the CryptoPunks that we did before, and it names the folder appropriately. And then we have the contract. And then we have this transparent upgradable proxy. And anyone who's a smart contract developer might recognize that as the name. What is in this contract? Well, there's many. There's actually many that are just responsible for the imports. It pulls all of these in, and I'll work on more features of cleaning this up, essentially. But yeah, we all get the smart contract in here, which is quite nice from this proxy. And then also in the terminal, if we can see here, we also get the implementation. We actually understand that, hey, it's a proxy. Hey, it's been verified. And we also get the implementation code. So we could actually begin to index this data should we want and actually get a little bit more details into this. So I'm pretty proud of this. It does the proxy. It does it shows the implementation, and also it can do unverified smart contracts too. So that's a short little video. Hopefully that's helpful. I'll keep on debugging this, keep on extending this. The hope is that this is useful for subgraph and substream developers who are looking for an intermediate step before spinning up a subgraph and or a substream to just have their experience be a little bit better. And just analyze what you're trying to get. Are you actually getting what you want to get? If you don't want to spin up a full subgraph and or a substream, you can look at, let's say, transparent, upgradable, and then we have the event information. We have some signatures, and we actually get the event data and some example events that come through here too. So hopefully that's helpful to get a high-level overview before you dive in all the way. Thank you for hopping into this, and I hope you have a great Monday, March 24th. Take care.